Hi everybody, Kim here with She's Crafty Creations. If you're new, welcome. If you like DIY and crafting videos, want to see more in the future, make sure you click subscribe. And if you liked today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Today's video is part of the 4th Friday challenge with the theme Fall, Harvest, and Thanksgiving, hosted by Lisa from Our Gray House and Sarah from Jujubee DIY. Make sure you check out all the videos in the playlist linked below and enjoy. Today we're going to be making all of these sunflower decor items using budget-friendly materials. For all these crafts, I'm going to use these beautiful sunflower napkins that I got at Home Goods. I just love them, as well as this Dollar Tree pumpkin cutout. I stain it using watered down burnt umber paint, which I love to use in a lot of my crafts, and then I paint the inner portions of the pumpkin with this apple barrel white paint. I then take the napkins and I separate them because they are 2-ply. And I only want to use the top layer with the print on it. I then cut them in half so they're easier to work with, and I decide their placement and use Mod Podge to go ahead and place them on the pumpkin. You'll see I do cut the edges just so I can put the center portion on without it overlapping with the two side sections. Once all 3 sections are down, I cut off some of the excess and place another layer of Mod Podge on the top. Once the Mod Podge is dried, I go back with my X-Acto knife and get a more precise cut around the inner portions of the pumpkin. I then take Dollar Tree twine, you can use any twine, wrap it around the stem of the pumpkin, and add a buffalo check ribbon bow to the top. In order to make the backing for the pumpkin, I use paint sticks and line them up on my L-shaped ruler. I then take 2 paint sticks and glue them on with wood glue and hot glue vertically. Once that's done, I take another section of paint sticks on the L ruler and flip the existing panel face down and glue them to the new section of sticks. Once that's done, I go back with my burnt umber paint and stain the sticks. I then go and distress it with my white apple barrel paint, and I do 2 coats of the white paint. I wanted there to be enough of a contrast between this and the pumpkin. I then use hot glue and wood glue to attach the pumpkin to the backing, and I wanted to go ahead and make this a hanging sign, so I measured the distance from each side where I wanted the rope to be placed, and I drilled holes and placed a rope, and that's it. For this next one, I'm going to use these square wooden planks I got at Dollar Tree, and again I'm going to stain them with my watered down burnt umber paint. A couple of them I do paint white with apple barrel white paint because that is where I will be placing the napkins. Again, these are 2-ply, so you want to go ahead and remove the top layer because you're going to use that with the print on it. And it fits perfectly on these planks. I use 2 different napkins because I like a particular area of the print that I wanted to be on each separate plank. I then put a layer of Mod Podge and place the napkin on 2 of the planks. Put another layer of Mod Podge over the top and let it dry. Once it's dry, I use a sanding block to sand off the edges. Gives it a nice finished edge, and I do that on both of these planks. After I did that, I did notice that I didn't stain the back of any of the panels, so I went back and stained anything that was not done with the watered down burnt umber paint. To build the box, I needed to use these Jenga blocks that I got at Dollar Tree and stain them to match, and I use this in order to hold up each of the side panels. I glue 4 of the blocks vertically using wood glue and hot glue, and that will hold each of the 4 side panels. I noticed when putting together the box that you could see where each of the panels came together, so I went ahead and stained these craft sticks with the watered down burnt umber paint and added them to each of the sides to give it like a molding around the sides of the panels. I did do some touch-up staining once I got it all together. To add some character to the box, I took the sticker dots from Dollar Tree, gave them 2 coats of burnt umber paint, not watered down, and placed them on the 4 corners of each of the panels. It made it look like they were nails on the 4 corners of the box. To finish off the box, I'm going to go ahead and put this floral foam that I got at Dollar Tree in the bottom of the box, and these flowers that I got at Michael's, they're sunflowers, and place the foam inside, a little bit of Spanish moss, pop in the flowers, and there you have it. Next, we're going to decoupage these pumpkins that I got at Dollar Tree. Use the same napkins, and I'm going to use 2 different types of designs, and I'll show you. First one, I'm going to separate the top layer of the napkin from the other layer and use only the one with the print on it, and Mod Podge and place each full sheet onto the pumpkin. I keep adding full sheets of the napkin until I cover the entire pumpkin. Doing it this way leaves some white areas in between the flowers. For this next pumpkin, I go ahead and I cut out the flowers. I remove the white and I get as close to the flower as possible. And I'm going to attach these to the pumpkin using Mod Podge. And I've cut out several different flowers, and I'm going to cover the entire pumpkin with sunflowers. Here you can see the 2 different looks of each of the pumpkins, one with the white showing through and one solid sunflowers. I'm going to use these wooden pieces, greenery, and buffalo check to finish these off. First I glue down the leaves in the center of the pumpkin on each of them. Then I'm going to go ahead and place the wood piece on top and add a little bit of the Spanish moss. Trim it up a little bit, and lastly add the buffalo check bow. For the other pumpkin, I do use a brown bow just to make them a little different. There you have it. I think all these crafts came out great. I love sunflowers. They're perfect for fall, and they just give you such a warm feeling. I love how they turned out. Make sure if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Thanks so much for watching.